Today we are going to learn here, there, it, this, that, and these and those. 7 words we are going to learn today. Let's start. I am here in this chair. I am not there. I am not there on the other side of the table in that chair. I am not there because I am here in this chair. I am here in this chair, here, and in front of me, it's a candle, and it's a candle. It's a candle. It is a candle. It is a candle. This is a candle. This is a candle. That is a candle. That's a candle. That's a candle. This is a candle. And so is that. That is also a candle. They are candles. This candle is here with me, and that candle is on the other side of the table. I am here in this chair, here, and these are candles. These are red candles. Over there, those are candles too. Those are white candles. Those candles are over there. These candles are here with me. Here with me are these candles. Those candles are over there on the other side of the table. Do you understand? These, those, this, that, it, and here and there? Good. If you are on something like a chair, or if you are in something like a house, you will usually refer to it as this. I'm on this chair. I'm in this house. But there are a few exceptions. Let me think of one. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Melissa! Oh, it's been forever. I haven't seen you since high school. Remember when we used to ride bike by the McCurdy house? That's my house. Yes! This is my home. You see, there are times when I can be in something and still refer to it as that. What I just did with Melissa is I took her back in her mind to a place where we were outside of my house, looking at it from the street on our bikes. And because in her mind I knew she was outside my house, I referred to it the first time as that house. And it gave a great dramatic effect for when I told her that this is my house now. So that was an exception where I could use that even though I am in something. Now let's move on to something a little bit harder. A tiny bit harder. Sometimes it's not as clear as to where I am here and the things that I will call this or these if there are multiple, if there are many, versus that or those if there were many of those, if there were many candles. So it gets a little bit confusing. Right now it's clear. This is a candle, and so is that. But now I am between the candles. This candle and this candle are just as close to me. And you notice, now I called it this candle. Because it's close to me. It's close. Not as close as when I was over here with this candle, but now they're still close. They're relatively close. So I call them this candle and this candle. This and that. This and this. So I can say, because I am here, and my eyes are here in my head, I can say, this eye works well. But this eye doesn't work. This eye works well. That is why I use it to see. This eye doesn't work. That is why I have the eye patch. Clear? So I could also say, this eye works well, but that eye does not work, and that is why I wear a patch. This eye works, that eye does not work. I could say that eye first, but it wouldn't make sense. But I could make it make sense. That eye doesn't work, but this eye works. Now it makes sense because the eye that doesn't work is away from me. So I can say that first. But this eye is with me. This eye is here in my head with me. Hopefully that helped. This and that is a little easier to understand when we are talking about objects, physical things like candles. It gets a little harder when we are talking about ideas or activities. Then it becomes a bit more abstract. But keep in mind, if it's close to you, favor this. If it's not something close to you, favor the use of that. So, one of the times we use a phrase is this and that. This and that. A little of this and a little of that. And normally, you're going to hear it said that way with this coming first. And you notice how I just said you're going to hear it said that way. We use this and that a lot. And now that I am talking about ideas, it doesn't matter as much. I could also say you're going to hear it said this way. You're going to hear it said that way. But generally speaking, use that. That is something that works better than this and sounds better in most instances. So that is a general rule. This is a general rule. This is a general rule to use that. That is a general rule to use that. They both work. They both work in those sentences. When we are talking about concrete objects, and we're talking about this and that, when we're talking about candles, it's easier to understand how to use this and that. But when we talk about activities or ideas, it can be tougher. Somebody asked me to explain a conversation they had with one of their friends. I asked my friend what he did today, and his response was this and that. What does that mean? Well, it means a little of this and a little of that. It means nothing specifically exciting, nothing specifically interesting, just some general activities that he does not want to describe. This and that. We will also use this and that for emphasis or to introduce something. So a common thing to hear is an expression where we use that at the end or at the beginning. That is the way we do it. This is the way we do it. These are the ways we do it. Those were the ways we used to do it, but these are the ways we do it now. That was the way we used to do it, but this is the way we do it now. It is tougher in English, no doubt about it. When you're talking about ideas in your head, I suggest you use that more often than this till you have a feel for it. I hope I've helped. I hope you are a little closer to understanding it, here, there, these, those, and then the very, very difficult and often heard this and that. A biento. Adios. See ya. Thank you for watching this video. If you are learning English, I would love to know if you found this video informative, entertaining, and if you think it will help you use English phrases and understand them when you hear other English speakers use them.